back to my channel. So today is the day. I am a whole week late of posting this video, so I do apologize, but if you saw my last Get Ready With Me, which I posted doing this look, by the way, I just got ill and I was in bed for 3 days. So anyway, I'm better now and I'm here with my Project Level Up update. This project was created by Sophie Alexandra. I have her channel linked in my description. It is a wonderful project to join in and watch. This is my second year doing this and I'm on level 4. I've been working on the Equalizer Volume 2 from Sample Beauty, and this is tough because this has got 30 shades in it and I have to use all 30 shades 4 times. I also have to hit pan 4 times as well. So anyway, I don't recall where I was last update, but I had already had a pan in this palette, and I don't think I had any other pans in the last update. So you'll see it just kind of looks somewhat used, but still also somewhat not used. The shimmers definitely are quite creamy in this palette and soft, so they do move around, especially if you use your finger, which I definitely do. So there's definitely changes to the palette now after using it another month. Still a lot of shades that I have to go into, a lot of shades that I have not used 4 times, which is kind of to be expected. It is a hard level, especially when you have 30 shades to work on, but I am excited to say that I've actually hit 2 pans, which is always fun to say. So this is what the palette is looking like. I will let you have a look, a little browse, just to see where you think there might be changes. I don't know if you can spot the difference. But anyway, yeah, so I've had fun with this palette, but at the same time, I would say more than half of the palette is quite dark, and there's a lot of purples in this palette, and I haven't necessarily wanted to go into the purples. I actually even went into the purple today, but I didn't like it, so I had to like go into like all 3 of these shades to like change what's going on under my eyes, which I don't even know what's going on over there, but yeah, anyway. So this has been fun, but I have been enjoying the lighter shades. It's been more of a challenge to have to dip into these darker tones, just because given the time of year I haven't really wanted to go into these darker tones. So I think it's going to be a hard one to do over the summer, if I'm going to be honest with you. Definitely feel like the first 2 rows are perfect for this time of year, but then once you get into these, it's a little dark. So yeah, I've been struggling a little bit. Okay, let's go into the uses. So this first one is called Stripping. God, the birds are going crazy. Hold on, let me just close my window. It's like they know I want to film and they're like, we want to be in the video, and then they just start singing. It's lovely. I love that we have loads of birds around the house and the garden, and they have like set up nests and stuff, and they haven't been a nuisance, but at the same time, I'm trying to film, guys, so like, please shh. Anyway, okay, so we've got this one, which is called Stripping. I used that once. I need to use it 3 more times. So I have 2 more uses on that one. Then we have Tan. I used that 3 times. I have 1 more use on that one. So like I said, this is obviously a really great shade for this time of year. That's why I've gone into it 3 times so far this month. Bitter, I've gone into it once. Then we have O'Clock. I went into it twice this month, and I have 1 more use on there. Down, I went into it once. I have 2 more uses. Then we've got Bottomless. I did not go into this shade. Did I not go into the shade? Oh, that is surprising. Okay, I did not go into that shade this month. Whispering, I went into twice, so I have 1 more use. Then we have Sweet. I went into it twice, and then we have 1 more use. This is one that I would want to get a pan in, but obviously I haven't gone into it too much. Obviously it's this icy purple, so if I'm going to go into purples, I'll go into that, and I haven't really gone into too many purples this month. Then we have Angel. I went into it twice, and I did hit pan in that one. I think I might have mentioned it in my beauty bank, but I don't think I showed it. But that is the first pan. I hit pan in it quite fast, actually, so not too soon after my last update. So that one's been there for ages. And then we have Brunch, and that one I used 3 times, including a little bit today, and I actually hit pan in it today. So you can see they're very creamy, they're very squishy, and yeah, just trying to get the pigment from my finger. it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know if you could see that pan either. It is the teeniest tiny little pan in the world, but it's there. So anyway, whatever. So that one, I actually have used it the total amount of uses, and I've hit pan, so that's cool. Same for Angel as well, so I don't need to even use those anymore. And then we have Feeling. I've used that 2 more times. I only need to use it 2 more times this month, so that one is also rolling out. Then we have Day. I used it 4 more times. I only need to use it 3 more times, so that one I've gone over. And then we've got Cherry. I've used that 3 times this month. This one, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell. There's a little bit of disturbance here, and I think I might try to hit pan in that one. It's out of the purples. It's quite a nice purple. And I went into it today, so yeah, might try to hit pan in that, so it's not all shimmer based, but we'll see. And then we've got Dream. I used it once, so I've got 2 more uses on there. Oh, by the way, Cherry, I've already done all my uses, so if I went back into it, it would just be to hit pan. Anyway, moving on, then we've got Myself. I actually haven't used that at all, so I still have 4 uses on that one. Then we have You Can. I've used that once, so I have 2 more uses on this brown. Then we've got Comfort. I've used this 3 times, so that one is done because I'd already used it once the previous month, so that one can be rolled out. Blossom I've used twice this month, so I have 2 more uses on that one. Then we've got Zone. I have used it twice, so I have 2 more uses on that one. Then we have Warm. No, this is Do It. Yeah, Do It. Do It, I've used that once, so I have 2 more uses on that one. And then this is Warm, and this one I only needed to use it 1 more time, and I have not. So I have 1 more use on this brown over here. Then we have Love. I have used it once this month, so I have 3 more uses on that one. On, I have 1 more use on. I already have a pan, but I still haven't used it 4 times in this project, so I actually have 2 more uses on that one. And then we've got Bite. Have not used it this month, so I have 3 uses on it still. Smoky Eye. I have not used it at all in this project, so still 4 uses left on that one. Oh, by the way, I actually dropped this palette. So when I dropped it, this shade got a little bit shattered, and this one as well. I don't know if you can see how messy they are. But they didn't like come out of the pan. They just like, you know, there was a little bit of movement, but no casualties, which is good. Anyway, moving on to Frost. So I used this 4 times this month, and so that one can be rolled out. It's just obviously a matte white. It's not the matte white that I have on today, but obviously a matte white is a matte white. And then we've got Black. I used this once last month and once this month, so I have 2 more uses on it. I actually used it today. And then we have Top. I have not used that, so I have 4 more uses on that one. Mail, I have not used, so I have 4 more uses on that one. And then Time, I used it twice this month, so I have 2 more uses on it. It is just a white with a pink sort of iciness to it. One of those. But yeah, that's kind of what the palette's looking like. So obviously it's been a challenge just because of like the color story is a little dark for this time of year. But I've been doing my best to try to pair this with other palettes that I'm pulling from my Shop My Stash or my Pan That palette for the year, or just playing around with it on its own. It's been nice to just do looks on its own, but because there are so many darker shades, I do tend to go into other palettes for a little bit of more lightness. And I feel like I'm pretty satisfied with the 2 pans that I have. I don't, you know, these shimmers are not hard to hit pan on, and I'm sure if I really like had pushed myself this month, I would have had all 4 pans that I needed out the way, because I could have easily, you know, used Sweet way more times and hit the pan. I also feel like Dream has a bit of a dip. Also, this one has a bit of a dip as well. And so I definitely could already have the 4 pans that I need, but I'm just trying to go into it organically and go into the shades that I actually want to use. And that's why there's some shades I've used a little bit more. Like Cherry, like maybe I would try to hit pan in this just so it's not all shimmer heavy. And it's not too much of a cop out, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm surprised I didn't go to Bottomless. I thought I went into it quite a bit, but yeah, that's interesting to me. Maybe I missed one, because I feel like I did go into that one, but it says I didn't go into it, so I'll just go through my numbers. But yeah, I don't know. I think next month I will definitely have at least one extra pan because I'm sure one of these shimmers will have a pan in it. Who knows if Cherry does, maybe I'll just go off it completely now that I've done all my uses on it. I'm like, nah, I'm not even gonna try. Like potentially that could happen, but we'll see. I mean, there's still so much left to do in this project in terms of uses, but I'm not hating it. So that's fine. It's just not an easy palette to do right this moment. I think it would have been easier to have this for autumn time, like rolling into winter, because then you have like a little bit of the icy purples for winter as well. But then you still have those like bright sort of mustardy yellows and oranges for like October time, you know, things like that, which this is like the perfect look for Halloween, I would assume. So anyway, it's been an interesting palette, not one that I would have chosen for summer, but I am getting through it as best I can. And you know, I'm not in a rush to go to level 5 because this is so hard. I think, I don't know, I'm debating if I should just pick my own palette for level 5 and not have to curse whatever palette is chosen. I don't know. I think, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I don't need to worry about it because I think this is going to be in the project for at least another couple of months. And so we'll see. By next update, maybe I'll be at the point where I'm like, oh, I have all my pans, I only have a few more, maybe I'll roll in 5, but also there's just so many pans in here, I don't think I want to do that. So I think I might stick it out, and I'm assuming this will be two more months before I have finished the level, which is absolutely fine. Level 4 is not to be like, you know, like that's nothing to be like. Level 4 is difficult. It's definitely hard. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to go check out Sophie's video as well. She has a playlist of everyone doing this project and it is a lot of fun. So anyway, hope everyone's doing well. Thank you so much and I will see you all next time. Bye.